Hi guys, welcome to the Diving Pod. My name is Sheila.
My name is Lydia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for watching our videos, guys, and supporting us. We see you, we love you, we appreciate all the comments on Instagram, on the YouTube comment section.
Man.
You know, thank you. Please tell a friend to subscribe. That friend of
Please.
yours that you know watches but hasn't subscribed, you better remind them. And also, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss our videos. And yeah, today we are here for another episode. This topic actually was someone on Instagram said, you know, like, I'm really going through this. Can you guys talk about it, you know, somewhere. So we just thought we'll do a short video to discuss what, like, the lessons we've learned from our heartbreak, you know, like from previous relationships that have ended in heartbreaks.
Yeah.
So let's dive right in. Thank you so much, guys. We are just gonna dive right into it. The topic today is lessons learned from
Heartbreak.
a heartbreak. You know, like, everyone goes through a heartbreak at some point. So one of our fans messaged us and said, really going through a hard time, and you know, I'm really struggling to navigate this heartbreak, and it would be nice for you guys to maybe do a video about it.
Right.
So here goes. We're sharing our experiences, the things that we've both learned from, you know, previous heartbreaks. Everyone goes through a heartbreak.
That's
you know,
true.
that first boyfriend that you thought was your man, was the man of your dreams. You know, like that man that, you know, you see them and your heart would be like, how does the heart?
Hey, you want to imitate
How does the heart go? Yeah, like that, you know.
The fact that I know is hilarious.
Yeah, you see them and you don't even know how to behave, you know, and then, well, you grow up and you think, what was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just a young love, young at heart.
Yeah.
But anyway, we all kind of get heartbroken because in most cases, maybe you're too young, and then this person is not keen for a relationship.
Exactly.
And you know, you are there, you've already counted the number of children you've already counted the number of children you're gonna have, and you know, life just happens. You know, or even now, you know, I'm in my 30s and I'm like, some people have serious relationships, have children involved, but the relationship ends. Like, it's really massive.
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. It's a big change in your life, and I think we should talk about the lessons we've learned so that maybe you can take something home, and maybe it can help you navigate your heartbreak. You know, or if you ever, you know, go through a heartbreak, you know what to do. First one is going to be, it's not the end of the world. Like, as simple as that is,
It is.
in that moment, it always feels like everything around you is crashing on you. You know, like, you just think, I can't breathe with this person.
The end. You literally feel like it's the end.
Kabisa. Like, I can't think, who am I going to talk to? This is someone I always talk to all the time.
Exactly.
Sis, bro, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of life.
You just have to actually understand that it is just it is a moment, and it's a change. You know, it's gonna feel like that because it's quite significant.
Yeah.
But most importantly, just realize that, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, just take it a day at a time.
Yeah.
You know, just take it a day at a time. And if it doesn't hurt that much, then you probably didn't love this person. So don't feel like that. But if it hurts like that, one day at a time, you're gonna be fine.
I feel like
You're
it's
gonna
a
be
somber mood. It's like someone's literally.
I know. Like me, let me tell you, I'm thinking about, like, myself. Back in the day, I'm like, what? There are days I couldn't even get out of bed. You know.
Because of that cowboy.
Yeah. You know, it's like, no. And I'm like,
You know.
poor Lydia.
Yeah, I know. Poor young Lydia.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Oh, yeah.
But take your time. Yeah, like Lydia said. Yeah, I think I love that. If it doesn't hurt.
If it doesn't
mean much.
Yeah, it didn't mean much.
Yeah.
But if it hurts, anyway, you had invested there. But
Take your time.
Take your time.
Number one, take your time.
Yeah.
Another thing is, my mom always says, there's someone for everyone. And as far as that seems, you know, like, when you're in that moment and someone comes and tells you that, you think, I don't want anyone, I want that person. You know what I mean?
I see.
But there's someone for everyone out there. So just take your time. There's someone for everyone. Like, think about it. You know, like, there's how many of us? 1 billion in the world, probably. Billions of people. And someone's married to someone. So there's someone for you.
Exactly.
You know, like it's not like you're not gonna meet someone else who's gonna be loving and be nice to you or choose you to be their, their Macy's or, their final partner, whatever. So yeah.
And I think it's a good idea to just share what Karen always says. We have a mutual friend. Her name is Karen. Karen always tells me, if it is your desire, one of your deepest desires, to find love, to be in love, to find a good partner, the fact that you actually have that desire means that God wants that for you too. So keep hope alive.
Yeah. It's
like,
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Of course, you kiss 1,000 frogs before you find the one. But that's fine. Yeah. It's hard, but you get there.
And also just realizing that it is a path, like it's a journey that you have to go through. You will not, there's no other way to find out, if you don't try.
Exactly.
If you don't meet someone and try, and then they hurt you, they cheat on you, you break up, and then you meet another one, and then this one becomes like your mister, and then you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, there's no other way. So just think of it as a process.
Yeah.
Everything has a process, Don't just wallow in your misery and think, oh, I will never find someone. There's someone for everyone.
Yeah. And speaking of misery, grieve.
Yeah.
Grieve that relationship. Because it's a loss. The fact that you guys are probably not together anymore. Just allow yourself to grieve it. Feel the feelings. There are people who block out those feelings, and then from there they just hate the idea of love. They hate themselves. They feel like they are not deserving. They kind of start viewing life differently.
Yeah.
And they are hurt by the fact that, love hurt them and they don't want anything to do with that. So just grieve it. Allow yourself to feel bad. Be like, I remember I used to tell myself, I'd be like, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to tell myself such things. I'm like, oh, Toro. I'd be like, oh, but then I'd wake up and go to work, and then, it's another day.
Yeah. And when we talk about grieving, I have a friend of mine who went through a heartbreak. And, hers was like 9 years relationship. There's no kid involved or anything, but they were like, boyfriend. They became really serious. They moved in together. And then I think the career changes in their... It was nothing the usual, someone's cheated or anything. It was just the dynamic of life, I think the guy got a job abroad, and that distance was just not working for them.
Oh, sad.
And, it was so hard because she kind of blamed herself for kind of not... She felt like she didn't fight for it enough, but at the end of the day, she realized there's really nothing much you can do when it gets to that point. But the reason why I'm sharing that example is because she was saying that when you're grieving a relationship, like a heartbreak, you should grieve the whole of it. And I was like, what do you mean the whole of it? And she's like, you can grieve the person, I feel sad, I broke up with, Jeremiah or whatever.
Hey, Jeremiah. If there's a Jeremiah out there, we've used your name on almost every episode.
Okay, Mr. Smith, I'm so sad I've broken up with Mr. Smith. But then she says the part that people don't grieve is the detailed part of it. So the things you loved about the relationship.
The little things,
That like just like accepting them for that it's over. For instance, if the fun thing you loved to do with your partner was, say, or your boyfriend was going to play golf or watching live music or going for a movie, and you just go, oh, I really miss Mr. Smith. You get a miss, like you say, I miss going for music with this person. Because the thing is, if it was a toxic relationship and it's ended, you'll find yourself wanting the person and not wanting the thing you used to do, which is if it's an activity or whatever, and that leads you back to that toxic person. Does that make sense?
I see.
So if you like playing music together, you're like, oh, I really would love to go and watch a band, but I used to do it with Mr. Smith, and then you're like, oh, hey, I know we're no longer together, but do you want to go watch what we used to do?
Yeah, our
you know
thing.
What I mean? Yeah, and that can actually give you, or bring the back and forth in and out of a toxic relationship, which is unhealthy. So please grieve the whole of it. Be like, I used to really do this with this person, but man, I miss doing that with that person. But
exactly.
But it is what it is, Yeah.
Another thing that I would add on to that is some relationships just end and closure is not necessary.
Me, okay, personally, if it is a toxic relationship,
Yeah.
bro,
Closure is not
personally,
necessary.
no, it's just not.
Yeah, like it's heartbreaking. Like it's really hard not to want closure. But you know, when you sit and weigh the situation, you'd be like, it was a toxic relationship. It's probably not a good idea to even meet this guy anymore. And it's, of course, it's a very hard, it's a very
Decision to make.
hard decision. But yeah, like sometimes with heartbreak, you just realize, you know what, I don't want to try and get closure from this relationship because it will lead to more than
Abuse.
Yeah, more abuse.
Or just access. I feel like you're just giving access to this
exactly.
person
In fact, that's the
back
word.
to you.
Exactly.
For me, I think closure, like,
Could be good
what
or
is
bad.
closure? What is closure for you, right? Like for people, closure is like meeting this person for a coffee and being like, it was really nice dating you. You are really not nice to me. And I'm like, if so,
The reason why we
broke up is
because
this,
of-
da, 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 da.
Yeah.
No, for me, closure is me
not-
walking away.
exactly.
So if you want closure, like, it should be something that's, like serving you, not
Yeah.
that toxic person in your life.
Exactly.
So yeah, I love that. Closure is
Yeah.
not, don't go looking, because look, if it's someone you've been in a relationship for a long time, if you see them, there are feelings involved. This is someone,
Exactly.
you've shared a lot with. So they'll be like, oh, if they are narcissists, they will convince you that you're wrong for walking away, you should come back. And then you end up again back and forth.
Exactly. Or they really try and, make you feel bad for trying to... Even if they have a partner, they would still make you feel bad for walking out of the relationship,
Yeah,
That's very
I have a
narcissistic.
story. There's this lady who there was this lady who was in a toxic relationship, and she was married actually. It was like just domestic violence, financial abuse, emotional abuse, all of it. And then, she managed to get out. And then this guy, being a narcissist that he is, and a gaslighter, he calls her and says, let's just come and talk because we have kids involved, and we've got to talk, and just figure out how we are doing this.
Such a sticky situation with the kids.
Exactly. So she went, like she was like, hey, she's the father of my children, I've got to go, whatever. And sadly, this guy abused her, like raped her. You know what I mean? Like, it was a very sad story. Like, there was so much into that story, but like, you've got to really take care of yourself, Closure, like, don't let someone use the word closure to draw you.
Try and access you.
Yeah, or even like trap you. If you need to meet this, abuse these people, go with someone.
Exactly.
I think,
That is
this
so...
topic is so sad, isn't it?
It's so sad.
I feel like my heart is so heavy.
I know, me too.
Yeah, but it's a conversation we have to have, right?
Yeah,
So if you're going
yeah.
through a heartbreak, protect yourself. If you need closure, like, you can have closure in
Be
different
very
forms.
sober about it.
Yeah, and you don't have to go meet this abuser. Why would you want to
Exactly.
meet them again, Yeah, our videographer is nodding. Like,
Yeah.
Very encouraging.
And it's also important to realize that, you know what, it's over and it was good when it lasted, right? You just take the good and be like, oh, wow. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. But it could be better.
Yeah.
Like if you meet someone else, I feel like sometimes heartbreak, like of course, like it crushes you. But think about it this way. You have an opportunity to meet somebody else.
Someone new.
Someone more exciting.
Yeah.
Someone
who doesn't know you and
who
you
doesn't
don't know
know
them.
you don't know them.
Yeah.
You're figuring this out. So exciting.
Are you talking about yourself?
No, I feel like everybody who's been through heartbreak, of course it's really bad at first. You
Yeah.
feel, but after a while you'd be like, you know what? Somebody will actually find it a pleasure to meet me.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And you'd feel the same when you meet this person.
It's true, yeah.
So yeah, it
But
was good when it lasted.
When you are wallowing in, when you're in the pit, when you feel sad, it's hard to actually be like, it was good when it lasted. Like what I mean? Like what you just said. But like Lydia said, some of these things, if you know them, when you're going through your heartbreak, you can actually remind yourself and be like, you know what? I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
When it lasted, you know,
That's fine.
and it's over, there's nothing I can do about it. Because
Yeah.
think about it, a relationship is something between two people. I always say, if it was something that someone could do it by themselves, which obviously everyone has a relationship with themselves, don't get me started, but like, if it was something, if you could be in a romantic relationship with, you know, if it's something you could do by yourself, there wouldn't be drama. But then again, you have to appreciate the fact that people are just different, you know?
That's true.
So, yeah, it was good when it lasted.
Yeah, yeah. And also, you know, when you're breaking up with someone, leave that person with their dignity. Don't break up with someone and, you know, if you guys had things like nudes, you start, you know, sharing the nudes and be like, you know, like, I'm angry at this guy or I'm angry at this girl. You know, I'll just put this somewhere on social media, you know, just to kind of destroy their reputation and all that. Or just talking ill of them and being this nasty person. Yeah, like, heartbreak is difficult, but it's not an excuse, you know, to try and trash somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. My mom always says, like, you know, just, it's like a gift. Like, if you give someone something when you are friends, you don't go back and take it when you break up, right? Like, they were that thing that you gave them at the time.
That's true.
And, you know, yeah, I think it's just respect and dignity, really. Like, yeah. Just
Yeah.
respect your conversations, like your privacy.
Exactly.
Don't screenshot things and send people. Like, I just think it's so immature.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's
Because can
just
you
so
imagine
immature,
meeting
man.
this person with your friend group? If, like, you have a friend group and like, you have shown, you know, all these things, like, you would even feel bad. Like, you meet this person and you're like, I don't know, it's just
Awkward.
It's just awkward.
It's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, respect people.
Yeah,
You know?
there's this girl that I knew from uni who, you know, her boyfriend actually shared some very personal, you know, photos and all that. And you know how this guy, I just felt like his friends gave him the right response, because when he shared and he was like, oh, you know what, I can even post these things, his friends literally sidelined him. They were like, we don't know you like that. Like, we don't associate ourselves with that kind of behavior. And, you know, big up to such men.
Yeah.
Men who realize that, you know what, that is a boundary that no one should be crossing.
Yeah.
And you tell your friend, listen,
Don't do that.
don't share such things.
It's unacceptable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, big up to such men.
Yeah.
And such people. That's good.
Yeah, even like while we are at that point, it's nothing to do with heartbreak, but like social media. Recently, someone posted, there was a girl who I think was in a nightclub and, you know, was not dressed up. Well, people going to nightclub, they just dress however.
Yeah.
But this girl, you know, had her, you know,
She was
boobs.
exposed
Yeah,
in
she
a
was
way.
exposed in a way, right? And someone shared, and because I knew this person, I just went to their inbox and I'm like, bro, like, I know someone took that picture to post
Just
on
to
social
embarrass
media
you,
to embarrass her, but don't share it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so someone posted from a club. You know how clubs, say in Nairobi, like they take pictures of the
Oh, the people who
guests,
are in,
yeah. And then they posted in their page, and then someone took it from that page and posted again on, like, reshared. Does that make sense? Why are you, guys, like, not guys, men and women, this was
Yeah,
all,
like anyone.
please, like, have some respect and dignity for you, or everyone, you
Yeah.
know? If you see someone's, you know, picture that is not appropriate, or, you know, someone's, you know, picture that's got bits exposed, don't share it. Like, leave it as, like, you know, you're just making the situation worse. You know what I mean?
And someone can actually take you to court for such things.
Yeah.
It's a very serious allegation.
It is.
And it can be taken quite seriously. So,
Yeah.
don't do these things to your exes, right? Leave them with dignity.
A little bit of,
Yeah, let them walk away and not have to look back and say, bitch, no.
Yeah, or even when you say that, I just thought about how some people actually like threaten people and give people ultimatums. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you do this or I'll do this, because, you know, yeah.
It's sad.
And also,
Don't be those
be
nasty
careful,
exes.
ladies, like ladies specifically, because this happens mostly to ladies. Like, be really careful. Like, you know, like, don't let someone take photos of you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think also that's just your responsibility. You know, like, I don't know about you, but like,
Yeah.
just, I feel like You know, you don't know where this is not your husband, okay?
Exactly.
He's not the father of your children or whatever. Like, just don't take photos. You've got this boyfriend in uni, and you're taking photos of yourself and sending them to him, or letting him take photos of you. The relationship could go sour, and you have no control
Exactly.
of what this person is going to do with those pictures. And this is
Exactly.
your whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a story about a girl who applied for a job, and she was, I think, the best candidate. It was a story back then. She was the best candidate, and then the guy was supposed to be the second best, and this guy actually, the guy didn't send the photos to the HR. The guy sent the girl's social media to HR, which had all these, you know, and then just became really something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so please don't do that. That's not nice.
Yeah.
You know? And ladies, don't allow someone to take pictures of you.
Exactly. And also, you know, when you guys are in a relationship, you share very intimate things about your families, very private stuff also. You know, like, if, for example, you know, like maybe your family is struggling with something, and like, you know,
Your
share
girlfriend
it with
tells
you,
you,
and then
or boyfriend.
Yeah, or you share it with this person that you are dating, and then like when you guys break up, don't start telling everybody. And by the way, you know, their family is about this, or this person has these weaknesses, and blah blah blah.
It's just so immature, man.
That is so wrong. Don't be that person. Don't be a salty ex. Whatever you guys were sharing by yourselves, between yourselves, should just remain between yourselves. So leave your ex with some kind of dignity. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't be a salty ex.
If you're also, another thing that we learned from Heartbreak is, you know, if you feel like you need therapy, go for therapy.
Exactly.
Yeah. We've always talked about therapy in this pod, and it's just so important.
Yeah.
We can't emphasize enough. You know, it's a loss, right? Like it's like losing someone. If you don't go through the grieving process properly, it's going to be this thing that's going to linger. It's going to affect your relationships to come. You might end up being this very bitter person and blaming everyone, including the people you haven't even met.
Exactly.
It might make you a very closed-minded person. Therefore, you're not letting people in.
Yes.
So I think it's just important that go for therapy.
Yeah.
You know, there are really good therapists out there, and don't think, oh, this is silly. I feel like people will go to therapy because of childhood trauma, you know, like loss, like actually someone dying. But people won't go to therapy to talk about heartbreak. But the truth is, trust me, the therapists out there are amazing, and they will help you navigate the loss. You know, they will help you go through the grieving process.
Yeah.
And they will not think, oh, it's silly.
No,
you know?
they won't judge you.
They will not judge you. Nothing is silly.
Nothing is silly.
Yeah.
That's true. And about that, even your friends can help you navigate.
Good friends, wholesome
friends. Please, I hope you've watched one of our videos about friendships. We categorize friendships, and there was one that we said there are people who are called wholesome friends. These are friends that have seen you through every stage of your life and are still there. These are the friends that are there to lift you when you are down, to celebrate you when you are up there. They are friends who go through every season of your life with you. And
they're genuine.
They are genuine, exactly. They are genuine people. And these are the people that, you know, when you're going through a heartbreak, these are the people that you have to, you know, you bring them close to you. Don't feel ashamed, you know, just tell them, you know. And if somebody is your wholesome friend, you'll not even feel ashamed of telling them.
Yeah, friends. I think anyone who's close to you, you know, could be your older sister, your family.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Lydia said, your friends. Anybody that you can lean on.
Exactly.
Lean on. And while at that, don't dive right into another relationship.
Please.
Let me tell you something. It is a lot of women, especially, because, you know, we are like, I will show him. You know, I will show him I can replace him. I'll show him irreplaceable. What's that song for Beyonce?
Yeah.
Listen, you're just gonna mask, or you're just gonna put a band-aid on a wound.
Exactly.
And sadly, that next person might just be the one to rip it.
Oh, that's so bad.
You know? So
that's so
just take your time. Like, I'm not saying like stay single for 5 years. No. All I'm saying is take time. Use this time to, you know, grieve. You know, find yourself again.
Exactly.
You know, allow yourself to, you know, allow yourself time to remind yourself who you are and your self-worth, and you know, and then you can step out.
Yeah.
If you dive into another relationship,
It'll probably just be the same.
it will be like a lean on shoulder thing, which you'll just be doing it so you can post the hand of that guy on social media.
Hey, soft launching.
For your ex
Soft
to see,
launching.
you know? And then, but the truth is, that will not be your truth. You'll just be pretending, because the truth is you'll be sleeping at night crying and whatnot. So, yeah, take your time.
That's
you know? And like we said before, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You're going to find someone really nice who's going to really take care of you.
Exactly.
And love you for who you are. So if you're going through a heartbreak, this video was dedicated to you.
Exactly.
You know, if you have any questions, please share, comment so we can discuss. You can reach us on our social media, Lydia and I, our personal pages as well. More than happy to chat.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just life. Think about it this way. It's life. It's like, it's just life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not, you're not going through, you know, you're not a bad person, or this person is not, you're not going through a heartbreak because you deserve a bad life or a sad life.
Yeah.
It's just something that happens, you know, and you're going to get through this.
Yeah.
And we love you so much. Okay.
Sending you hugs.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. That was short and sweet.
Yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our videos. And stay safe. And
Love
the only
yourself
diving,
more.
the only diving in you're diving in is in the diving pod, not to another relationship.
Thanks.
Yes.
That's it.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.